All right, we've got the great Bill O'Reilly with us again. Love to talk to Bill and get his insights on all the big issues going on in America today. Bill, welcome back to the show.
Thanks, Wayne.
So your reaction to the Cohen tape that was released last night, do you think President Trump has a big problem now?
There are two problems that the president faces going forward. The first one is that if campaign money was used to pay off a woman who obviously was blackmailing the president, that could be problematic. And if it was from the folks donated to the Trump campaign and then diverted from the Trump campaign into the treasury of the National Enquirer, who then paid the woman, that could be a problem. So we don't know. But if I were the president's attorneys, that's where I would be zeroing in on. Second problem is what I call Trump fatigue, and I wrote about this in a message of the day on BillO'Reilly.com. There's going to come a point where Americans are not going to want to hear anything more about President Trump, even the people who support him. Some people have reached that point already, and the media wants that. They want the Trump fatigue to set in. Remember, there are more than 2 years since before the re-election campaign in 2020, the vote. And if it's going to be every week another controversy or another crazy thing, people are getting exhausted. And that's why I said to the president, you know, you need to take a couple of weeks off in August just to get out of the fire zone, because folks are exhausted. And the media wants this. You got to understand that. So they're not going to let up. But I think Trump fatigue is a problem going forward for the president.
And by the way, before we keep on this topic of the Cohen tape, I want to mention that moments ago, a new poll came out from American Barometer, shows Trump's approval rating at 48%, the highest of his entire presidency. Saw the same thing from NBC Wall Street Journal a day ago. Saw the same thing from Gallup a day ago. So there may be fatigue, but I think people have tuned it all out, Bill, and all they care about is the economy's going well.
I don't know if that's all they care about, but I think that the approval rating for Donald Trump is a disapproval rating for the Trump haters. So it's driving Trump's positives up because Americans despise what they feel as a Trump hatred movement by the media. They're rejecting that movement by saying, I don't really care if the president screwed up with Putin in Helsinki. It's not a big deal to me. And all the hatred makes me feel sorry for Donald Trump. So I'm going to approve of his job performance now a little bit. But that's a separate issue from the Trump fatigue. It gets to the point with any human being where, you know, how much more can I hear? Now, that could play to the president's advantage. It could. But you got to keep an eye on that.
No, I think it is right now playing to his advantage. Wait till Friday. If the GDP is 4 to 5%, all this goes away. I don't think anybody cares. But we'll see. We'll see. What do you hear when you listen to the Cohen tape?
I didn't hear anything. I mean, I have no idea, and there's no context to it, and I don't know what they were discussing, and I don't make my analysis based upon false premises. So I, Bill O'Reilly, don't know the setup to the call. It was abruptly cut off. President Trump pointed that out in a tweet. I don't know what was said afterward. The other stuff was garbled. I don't trust Michael Cohen or whoever represents him to tell the truth. Certainly don't trust CNN to tell the truth. So I don't know. Therefore, I'm not going to even venture a guess about what that was about.
All right. Well, you ventured to guess how bad it might be for Donald Trump, and you gave us a couple of reasons why it could be bad. Venture a guess how bad it is for Michael Cohen. Trump called him a rat. Basically, the Drudge Report used that word in a headline, Cohen's the rat. How bad is this for Michael Cohen and all the lawyers?
Well, I don't think Michael Cohen's going to be practicing law anytime soon. I mean, I don't know anybody who would hire Michael Cohen when he's secretly taping his clients. I mean, I don't know if that's a resume enhancer, Wayne. You know what I'm talking about? Here's something interesting. Cohen's in a lot of trouble on a number of fronts. He's trying to save his butt. But 2 weeks ago, he buys a $6.5 million apartment in New York City. That's pretty interesting. So here he is in a lot of trouble, and he's buying a $6.5 million apartment. I don't know why, but that was a little strange. But I think that Michael Cohen's days as a lawyer are pretty much over.
Yeah, well, I was going to hire him, but I've decided against it now.
Yeah, well,
all right, Bill O'Reilly.
Check with me on that one.
Very sound advice, Bill. I've now decided against it because of Bill's advice. No Michael Cohen. Right. All right, look, Bill's on my show several times a week now. We love that. We appreciate it. I'm honored. I'm proud to have Bill on the show. I think you're great. King of TV, cable TV news for 15 straight years. You're the best. And you can get all of Bill's great insights, by the way, on his No Spin program at BillO'Reilly.com. Go there now, BillO'Reilly.com. Thank you, Bill.